So we did platforms and startups Redux. It was basically the same session as yesterday, but we made it a little further. So there's a bunch of new faces here, so I'm gonna recap some of it fairly quickly, hopefully, which is, so we met with platform companies and startups, and the question was, to the platform companies, how are you helping the companies that are trying to build value on top of your platform? And then the question to the startups was, what do you guys actually need? So we had, just to recap it, Twilio, Microsoft, Twitter, Slack, Kik, IBM, and then today, Facebook, which is cool. And basically on the how are companies supporting startups and people building value, it was sort of showing up to this stuff, working together, providing great tools, open sourcing stuff that should be open source, having open roadmaps, providing sort of enterprise sales support, intro to companies, and then there was funding. And then on the what do we need, it was sort of money. The platforms need more foundational thinking. They're pretty haphazard and pulled together right now. It's the thing that we kept talking about was, web had HTML, mobile had 20-year-old Objective-C and Java APIs, and bots have send receive. So how do we actually build something on top of that? A lot of complaints about, everything is shifting under our feet. That's not going to change anytime soon, but it's sort of how do we manage it better? There was a lot of talk about official partner programs and actually having some structure and repeatability and predictability put in there. Discovery, monetization keep coming up. And then where we ended today that was different is we went through a bunch of other startups who basically just corroborated that same stuff that we had heard yesterday, but we actually got to a really nice practical next step, which was creating a set of Botness channels, right? So the broad consensus is that if you found your way into this room, then you're probably in a leadership position in the bot and messaging space. It's hard. I mean, we're probably missing people. We, in fact, for sure are missing people, but we have to keep it to sort of a tractable size right now. So we decided we would create a set of channels in Botness. So these were the ones that we agreed on. One was features. So this is a place where you can go and say, I need features. Here's what I want. Here's what we're looking for. The request from the platform teams was like, please be specific, give us use cases, tell us why. If you've got customers, that's even better. Strategy, this is really like, how do I need business help, right? Everything isn't just features. It's like, how can you help me from a business and strategy perspective? What do we need from you guys? And then roadmap, so a place to express roadmap, be transparent about roadmap, talk about changes to roadmap. And then best practices. Best practices is, what should we be doing? What do the platform companies think we should be doing? Maybe get some help from designers was talked about. And then the contentious one was emergency support. So there's no way the Botness channel is going to turn into tech support for all of us, but there was a complaint of like, my bot is down, it's broken, I don't know where to go, can I get some help? And so we'll see how that pans out. We had Sergio, Brian, Lily, Amir. We'll talk to the folks that were here yesterday but aren't here today to join or have somebody who represents them join those channels. We'll get those created, Lily, after, whatever, and you guys join them, and then Lily suggested, I think, great suggestion, that we're gonna take sort of a pilot project. What came up was maybe the UI primitives for messaging and just see if we can use that as a way to begin a conversation across the different platform companies with a subset of us as a sort of startup community and see if we can actually make some progress. So I think that was, again, I think total applause to platform companies for being open to this, because it's a nice practical step towards helping us and collaborating in a practical way. That's it.